Hi everybody. I'm back. We're back. We're back home. Well, for now this is our home.
We made it. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, we made it, and
good Lord, how we made it through it beyond me.
It was such an adventure, which I'm going to talk to you about while I do my unboxing. And I'm going to also talk about some products that really helped me, and one that's I'm really hopeful still about, because I'm going to keep trying. But yeah, and it was a success, everybody. Like, at one point I really thought I wasn't going to make it. I thought we both were just going to, like, flip out.
Call it a day
and have to call it a day and just go home and call it good. Because of all the stress and everything, like.
And then we'd never hear the end of it from the dumbass naysayers. You know who you are.
There's just a lot of, like, doubters and stuff in my life, so.
But thanks to Mom, Cynthia Port.
My mom helped us, and
thank you, Mom.
Yeah, thank you, Mommy. And it really helped us because we were like next to nothing. Like, we were over there, and we had to go to this like really low income motel. It's an okay motel, but barely motel, like barely okay.
It saved our life the last time we went. Had to
but
go
it
out
was
there.
like, it's not one that I really, no. It's not up there with what I've come to really love, like, about motels and hotels.
Cambrian would have acted
like,
right.
I've gotten to the point where I'm not just gonna accept any little thing, like, if it's not to my standards. I just won't.
You mean our standards?
Our standards, whatever, you know. And, so yeah, and, yeah, this is my flat tummy stuff. It, like, finally showed up. So I was like, yeah, I was like wanting it before we went so I could lose more weight, but whatever. It is what it is.
Apparently, they took a little bit longer than we thought. But at least we
Yeah.
got it.
At least we got it. I'm going to be starting it, so that's why I was doing this unboxing for you.
Flat tummy shake, meal
This is
replacement.
chocolate. Yes, it's chocolate. I thought I ordered vanilla. Oh well. I'll still try it because I still want to do this.
You still like your chocolates?
But I mean,
Now it's in healthy shake
it's like
form.
a healthy version of chocolate. It's not like your regular chocolate. And then I got this.
But she still likes her peanut M&Ms like me.
Okay, honey, Oh, keep an eye out for my Lollipops. They should be reaching you soon. Okay. So I will be getting the Lollipops. This is the apple cider vinegar gummies. They look so cute. Okay, I might forgive them because their stuff looks so cute, and if it works for me, maybe I'll have to forgive them. Yeah, it's like little, they're like little tiny apple shaped little
that's
gummies.
Cool. I want some.
I
want them.
You always want my stuff lately. Like, he's been taking all my things, people.
At least I don't wear her bras and panties.
Even wanted my freaking towel this
I accidentally
morning.
do it by accident. I was by accident.
Yeah, 'cause you're rude.
No,
my
it was
stuff.
accident.
They got you in to take someone's towel from them.
Folks, I did it by accident.
Okay, Anyway, this is a cute little bag too that I got.
These are cool.
But yeah,
What is that bag?
it's just one of their little bags. Oh, thank you for your patience. This is probably a little gift extra. That is kind of cute.
It's like a little backpack or something?
It's a little bag. It's a wow. Not
tote
little,
bag.
it's a tote bag. Oh, that's sweet.
I need that work well.
Because I wasn't like planning on that. I didn't
Thank
buy
you,
it.
Flat Tummy.
Thank
we
you,
forgive
Flat
you.
Tummy. Yeah, we forgive you.
That will work nicely next time you do trips. You have to get your personal hygiene and stuff.
Yeah, this could have come in handy for that trip. But yeah, that's what I got from them, so I might still keep up with them. I'll give them another chance. I do believe in second chances. Just if you keep screwing me over, people, like different people that are in my life, no. I don't have to forgive after that. Like, I know it says 7 times 70 in the Bible, but I'm not.
You have to kind of
I'm not some of those biblical people. Like,
most biblical people will shoot their wounded anyways.
and most people these days don't do that. So.
Hey, 3 times more.
This is one that I started, and at first I was breaking out from it. It's the 123 Skin line, and this is the Hydrolat anti-blemish tonic. Apparently they don't take returns, but they told me that the reason I'd be breaking out is because it's purging. And
give it a couple weeks to a month.
So you can purge a certain amount up to a couple weeks while you start some product, and then it will start going back to normal. So I'm going to start trying it because I have time. I can get my skin back to normal, and hopefully it'll be even more beautiful and radiant. I also been using this is when I've been on the trip.
What is that?
This is the Peace Out Blemish Balm, cleansing balm, and I've been using their patches. And I got these other patches from Walgreens because I ran out of the Peace Out ones. They only had 10 in the sample, and I've been like putting them on my skin. And yeah, I have another thing too to share with you. This is the Meso Infusion Lip Duo from 123 Skin, and it has been so great for my lips. I looked at my headshots. Yeah. I looked at my headshots for the what is it called? The unedited raw images. And my lips are so big. They look so like juicy and plump, and I was like, oh my gosh. So like I started realizing that my products are working. Like that showed me right there, because I never had like big looking lips before, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're huge looking. They look so big, and I was like, I think it's also the way she did my lips, like the way the makeup artist, she was so good. She did a natural look, but I think they were wanting to focus on my lips then too, because she made them like a natural looking but very like plumptuous, so it looks really like it looks good. And my pictures turn out so amazing. I can't wait to show everybody. It'll be mostly on my social media. I'll be posting them there. And so if you want to see them, then just follow me on my stuff, because I don't know if I'm going to share them here. I don't know like how I'll share them. But yeah, usually I just update my different accounts. I'll put my account photos and stuff. I'll change account photos and this and that. And I'll just share them on my Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, well, my little YouTube profile thing, and Influencer, LinkedIn, all my different things. I just put them up on, and yeah. So I'll be updating maybe my Twitter too. So yeah, but I was oh, one more thing before I tell you about what I really want to tell you about. This is the other thing. You see this, people? This company.
I see that bright as heck. Quit shining towards me. I'm blinded.
Well, that company that makes those ring lights. Oh, by the way, like the woman that did my headshot, she had a ring light kind of like that. So I'm up there with the industry people. That's how big time you are. But that company is like so amazing, and I got them on Amazon. I saw them on Amazon. I'll definitely be doing a review there. But they my other one,
Lisa?
huh?
I think they're called Yan Top US. Oh wait, that's the name of the place. Sorry.
Yeah.
What's the name of the company?
I think it's Yan Top.
Yeah, Yan Top US.
It's in the U.S. probably.
It actually says US.
Oh, Yan Top US. I'll put the link in the description. But yeah, that company is so really great, and I had my little part on there. My little part for this had broken, and it kind of slides off really easily,
So you
and
have to kind of readjust it. But
you have to readjust it, but not over tighten it, but it can slide off easily. And mine had done that, so I reached out to the company, and they gave me a full another one. I was like, I thought they would just give me the little piece, because that's really all I asked for, and they gave me a whole nother thing. And it sat there in the office a couple of days because they didn't realize it was mine, and I wasn't thinking the package would be so big, so I didn't assume that was mine. I just thought they'd have a little package with a little part, you know. But they gave me the full one, everybody, so I was like, yay. And it just, it made my day because I was like, oh. At first I thought that was from the flat tummy, but then it was like, no, this isn't shaped. When I opened it up, it wasn't shaped like flat tummy. The shape. So I was like, huh, there's no way. And then I was like, no, this is like what my ring light is. So yeah, I realized, I was like, oh, that's what that is. Because they said they were going to send me one. So I was like, yay. And I'll definitely be giving them a review.
Oh, I got her say
on
something
Amazon.
Too. Happy birthday, White Castle. Thanks for the birthday cake on a stick.
Yeah, we went to White Castle tonight. Kind of to celebrate too that we did this and it worked and everything was great, and in the end everything worked out. Okay, the full story. Now hopefully this is for everybody. I'll put time stamps on the bottom so that you don't get bored and everything. So I started about what, like 10:55. I'm starting the story. This is a story for when we went to New York. And it's long, so grab yourself a snack and sit down, relax. I can't simplify the whole setup, so let me just tell it the way I want. I have plenty of space on here. Okay, it started out great. You know, we were going on the trip, and basically, you know, I had all my stuff planned. I planned everything to a T. Like, I've gotten that way before. By now, we both kind of are starting to, because we know we have to expect certain things, and you always want to expect difficulties and hiccups, but nothing like what we got did we plan for at all. And that's why it started really being very bad of a trip at one point, because of all the confusion and things that were happening to us. So I was like, no. I just want to make sure it's pointed. It's not too dark. Okay. Yeah, we started out and it was really great, and you know, we did our car, we got our car repaired and everything. We worked on that for a while. It got up to what we needed it to be. So by the time we were ready for the trip, we knew it was going to be just fine. We even got an oil change done and everything.
Yeah, car's up to 80-85%.
Car was up to 80-85%, yeah. And we took off, and I always do Google Maps. So I would map us out our route and everything, and then we just get going. I had my cell phone and everything was great, and we went to the first hotel. It was Choice Hotels. That's generally what we like to do, because you get points, and you can even get fuel reimbursement, 20 cents off, 25 cents off, depending on how much you use and how many trips you do. So yeah, ours didn't work out that way because, well, you'll see. It's in the story. But yeah, we ended up going to the first hotel, and it was very nice. It was comfortable, and you know, we just sat around. We watched some little stuff on the Android, on the tablet, and you know, we went to bed. We did our little stuff, and we went to bed. And then the next day came. We checked out, and we went to rest of the way to New York. And you know, it was really beautiful scenery. Like, I love the Pennsylvania areas. Like, it's really nice. And we went through Pittsburgh. We went through the city too, the little downtown area. Yeah, we went all over the place down there because we were like looking around for something and everything. And then we came back, and that's when we went into the hotel. But it was cool because we got to go through the little tunnel and over a little bridge and see the city and the sights, and it was kind of neat.
Pittsburgh is bigger than I thought.
It is way bigger than we thought. Like, it's really cool. And then we went on tour the next night. We were due to get into New York, I think around 6 or 7, somewhere around there. I put for our parking spot, because we got a parking spot through Spot Hero. That's what we sometimes use. I'm not going to use them again because I really don't trust their people. I'll tell you why. But I won't ever use them again because they're crooked. and I didn't like how we were treated. And anyways, you don't ever get your money back, just so you know. Like with Spot Hero, it's all like you reserve it and you just pay, especially if you pay like in advance and they take the money, that you won't ever get it back even if you don't go. Like that's how it is. And we've learned. Yeah, it's the bad parts that we've learned about these companies that are really crooked and shady. And this one was really shady. It really did me wrong.
First time they weren't so bad.
First time was good, but yeah, this time somehow the whole setup was horrible. And we put our car in there, and we let the guy know we would probably be coming back in the morning, because I was gonna take all of our, we already were getting all of our stuff to go to the hotel that night that we would need. And I was gonna get up in the morning, come back, get my stuff that I had to go to the headshots, and then go quickly over to the salon, do my hair, and then get quickly over to the other place. But now that I think about it, I don't think I put us close enough to where the parking was for the headshots. I think I did the wrong address for the parking. But yeah, I'll get to that. I got the wrong address is what I did. But that didn't work out anyways, because we ended up coming back to the car. I'll tell you why. Because the hotel screwed us over. Like, that was that Cambia that we did the first time. And it was so beautiful inside and so wonderful. And I loved it. We both loved it. It was a really beautiful experience. And we were wanting to try it again because it's one of the best rated ones around. Now, you book your hotel room and then you're already paying, like, it was almost $140. Now, I know it's downtown New York. But still, you know, that's not chump change, especially for us. You know, for a hotel, for one night, that's pretty good amount of money. Back in the days, we could have stayed a whole week at one of our motels that was still pretty decent for $140 for a week. That's what you're talking. You're talking about almost pretty much the same amount for one night at a nice fancy hotel in New York. So yeah, but anyways, you know, we were okay with that part, and it was a non-refundable. You know, is what they said on the Choice Hotels website. And then somehow they acted like you have to pay $100 and they have to debit it from your account, so that you can.
It's because they thought we were doing cash.
So that, yeah, it's usually for people that pay with cash because they don't know if you will ruin their stuff or not. So they, I guess, take it from your account in advance, and then what they do is that you give them $100 cash in advance, and then they'll let you have your room, and then when you check out, you get the money back. But the thing with that is that, okay, but I didn't, they never said that it was counted if you have debit or credit. They only said for cash on that website. And that was for the app. Now, in their website, it says something about $100 or something. And I was like, okay, why is that not on their app? Because it's only on their website. So I was like, we were like arguing back and forth, and I still put them on Yelp. I still updated my review from last time and said something, and they still came by and said, yeah, it's on our website. So they're not gonna they're not gonna turn from that, but I won't either because it wasn't on the app.
So in other words,
they don't believe that they were wrong. But you know what? Bad communication is still bad communication. And if you're in business, you need to be able to, like, be professional. And to me, the way that the woman treated us was not either. But at least they did refund us. And we got it in about 2 or 3 days. Like, 2 days later. So at least we got that. But, you know what? Still, I don't care. Like, the point of the matter is we really did want to stay in that nice hotel. And if we had, then we might not have even had to stay a whole nother night. I'll let you know why we did, but it might have actually worked out to some small degree the way I wanted it to, but it didn't. And the reason, one of the biggest reasons, is because of that. Another reason is because of our car situation. the parking situation and what that guy did to me. He screwed me royally, and this is why I will never trust those spot hero parking people again, like ever. Like don't ever trust their tenants, especially at night. The night ones, they're freaking weird. And the one that I dealt with, he okay, I had my cell phone, and I know I put it in there with my black little pouch that I have. I have a little pouch that really needs updating because it's pretty hard. It's in bad disarray. But anyway, that's what I keep my change and my ID and everything in, which I need to update too. But that's another story. But yeah, I usually keep those together because I like to, because I get my ID, I have my information, my money, and the cell phone all in one spot. So I generally will put it in the same spot together. So I put that in the car, and I knew I did. It wasn't in my pocket because I was wanting to focus on getting all the stuff that we had to get out of the car. So I didn't want something hanging out of my pocket. So I put it in there, and I know I did. And we came back later, we brought all of our stuff out, and I looked around. I was around the car. If it was right by the car anyways, I might have stepped on it, and then I would have felt it, and then I would have been like, oh, my cell phone, because if you step on something on the pavement, and that cell phone had some bulkiness to it, I would have felt it if I walked over it. So if it was right by the car, which I walked by multiple times to get our stuff when I was freaking out, I would have eventually bumped into it at one point or another. I've done that before, and I've noticed the cell phone on the floor. So I know it wasn't that. That guy, I still swear, I should not have mentioned to him that I was doing my headshots that next day.
Yeah,
but we did.
Happy and excited about it.
And we were happy and excited, and I was like, yeah, we're going to be doing headshots tomorrow, so, we might need to come back to the car to get our, to get the wardrobe and the stuff. So he had in his mind already, I think, oh, she's into acting and stuff like that. She probably one of those model types. She probably has stuff, pictures and stuff on her cell phone.
That's our theory on this.
That's my theory on what he did. And it's always going to stay that way. Because I really swear that guy fucked me over. And, because the cell phone, okay, I had already had a little, some of a crack on there. A decent one, but it was still doable. I could still flip in and out of it and all that stuff. When I re-got it the next time, it was so, messed up that I couldn't even put, I would try to go to get in and do my password and stuff, and it won't even let me try to type in the stuff because it was so gone that it wasn't even reading right. And I was like, okay, great, something happened. And he acted like us or somebody must have run over it or something, I think is what he was acting like. And I was like, no, we did not.
For the record.
But actually, no, we didn't even park the car. He was the one that parked the car. And he acted like it was because it came out of the car.
Record, the way his accent was hard to understand.
No, but I could pretty much tell based on what he was, how he was.
I had an idea what he was saying, but it was still a hard accent.
And I was like, no.
But anyways, yeah.
And he didn't even start saying anything about it till after the fact when we came by and said we were needing to get our car and all that stuff. But he could have noticed us and been like, oh, I have your cell, telling us that he has a cell phone and that it got broken because of whatever. He didn't even say that in the beginning. So I know he was trying to be a little bit sneaky and squirrely-ish. And that's what makes me believe that he had bad intentions all along. And the problem with it, though, is I don't know 100%, if he had actually taken the chip or not. I didn't look into it. And then, all of a sudden, it was gone. I don't even know where it is to this day. We went and there was a couple places we went, well, mainly one other place that night over in New York. And I was trying to find this other hotel we were looking for, and it was a crappy, we realized right away that, no, this ain't the right area for a hotel. It was Slumsville, USA, and it was the type of place that you you lock your doors, you know.
Getting to that place
was freaky. And there was just a lot of odd people wandering around, and I was like, no, I don't care where this motel supposedly is. Like,
we got there and they said,
it was,
there's no rooms.
No, that was the one where there wasn't even a hotel there. It was gone. Like, there was nothing there. It was like some odd rundown area. Like, there was a lot of it was like some auto place or something. That was where we were trying to look for that, not the hotel. No, that was a hotel area.
The first time we were trying to look for that was the hotel place, Liz Lynette's place.
No, but that wasn't that area. Hers was a different area. That was in a different area. Like, that was another area that had the auto place. Yeah, we were trying to find her place too, but this was another area that we were doing that night. Because I was like, I got on the tablet, because we still had that, and I was like, well, I'll find another hotel in this area, and maybe we can get there and still salvage being close to the city. It was only like gonna be like $75 or $80, so I was like, okay. And we tried that, and we were like, there was nothing there, so we were like, fine, let's just go outside of the city. So that's when we went over toward Lee's motel, and we ended up staying there that night, and we got some food, and we just kind of freshened up, and we just did a couple movies and went to bed. And the next day was when things really started going bad. This is when we really had the worst headache. Though that other part did really get me going, because I was like, I still wanted to know where my cell phone was. Like, I still was nervous about it, and we have no idea to this day
where it's at.
Like, I know it isn't in Cambria, because I know I had it when we were in the car. And when we went to Cambria, yeah, the guy had it when he gave it to us after we pulled out. Yeah, we pulled out, and we told him, and we said he was like, well, you can't come back, you have to pay extra $40. And was like, what? Just for a couple hours tomorrow? And like, yeah. So we were like, you know what, fuck it. We just needed our car. Like, that was our lifeline. Like, at least we had their car, and
thankfully that's the
only thing that helped us get through the whole time. And there was so much stuff in between. I was like, we came back downtown that next day, and I was late for my one hair appointment already. We ended up parking, and then we ended up walking, and we apparently passed where it was supposed to be. And so they called it as a late. I did a no-show. Then I walked to this other one. I thought that was it, and they were like, no, we're not that one, and we don't have enough people. And so they called the other one, and that was when they realized that was the because this was called Dry Bar Salon, and they were the ones we were supposed to have been with, and they were telling us that because I didn't show up, they just, I guess, canceled me out, and they still charged me $20, so whatever. I ended up paying extra amount for my hair thing, but the woman that did do an amazing job. So you know what? It was worth it.
The second time I went to, they actually called.
Yeah, for this other one, and we had to run/walk all the way down through all these different little streets, you know, the main downtown parts of New York. Oh my gosh. People, it's not like slow over there. It's not slow. There's not just a few people. There is crowded still. It's packed, and it's still New York. Like, just think of that. It's still that big mentality in New York. It will never not be. So anyone that's saying that people are like leaving and moving from New York, I don't know how, because it seems still like it was horribly packed, and we were running down. Like, I was like, sometimes I would run, and sometimes I would just be like fast walk if I could and everything, or just slow walk because I had to catch my breath. But that was so tiring, and I was sweating in my arms. And I don't sweat often, but I was sweating by the time I got to the salon. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was so out of breath. And we had like that amount because they told us that, okay, we'll tell them, can you give them 20 minutes? And we were like, okay, in 20 minutes. And we were like forever. And that stupid Google thing on the tablet does not work as well as it did on the cell phone. So sometimes it would be off, and then it would say this way, or it would say that way. And we would be like, oh my gosh, this was so trippy. And that was just to do my hair.
Here's the thing.
And
they
then
just showed up 5 or 10 minutes late, and they still were willing to take her.
Yeah.
And they were so
And
happy we got back there in time.
They were just like, they took me in and they actually helped me. They did an amazing job with my hair. She did a great blowout. I forget the woman's name, but they were great. And I will be giving them a review too on my Yelp. So yeah, because they helped me get that look. Like, that was the look I wanted. It was that straight, like, platinum straight, like, sleek look. It was so on par. You'll see what I mean when I show you the headshots. But yeah, it was great. And then Isaac helped me when I had to retouch, because I ended up getting my headshots the next day, not that day.
Thank you,
But yes, thank you to my manager and to Liz Lynette and your makeup artist, that you all still were willing to accept me. Like, that meant a lot to me, and I was just very frustrated. So a lot of like emotions were out there, and I was just very flustered and very confused. And because we were trying to get to this place, and like, I looked it up, and there was multiple different ones, and I guess I must not have put it on the right one for the Google Maps.
It was like multiple 4301s out there.
Yeah. And I was like, we were trying to get to that specific one, and somehow it diverted us to this other one in Queens. Then we were like, there's no way it was over here, because it did not look like a nice place, because it did look nice on the pictures. It was a salvage yard, and well, near that area, yeah. And then there was other things on the other side, so it was like, okay. And then
you end up in Manhattan.
And then we ended up going over to Manhattan, because there was a 4301 West 22nd Street, and I was like, is this it? And I took pictures, and I didn't have my cell phone, so I couldn't call her. And you know, they were kept asking me to call, and I could not call because I didn't have usage of the cell phone. And sorry about that. Anyways, yeah. So I did some little pictures of what the road and street looked like and everything around us, and sent it to my manager. And she said, no, we're in Manhattan, and we need to be in Queens. So we went back. We had to go back to Queens. And by that time, basically, the makeup artist and the hairstylist had left, so, for the day. So we ended up not able to do it that day. And I was so frustrated, because I thought, you know, this means they don't even want to deal with me. And I was so upset. I just was like heartbroken, because we came all this way, and I felt like they didn't care, and that they were saying that was my fault.
So
and
we were thinking about heading out.
So I was thinking about heading out, and I even messaged my manager, and I talked to her about, you know, I'll just cough it up as a loss. And I was crying, you know. I get emotional. That's one thing people should know about me. Y'all should know already, really. I get emotional. I'm an emotional woman. And if you know me, to know me is to know that. Like, I won't ever not be emotional, because stuff just, like, I get very easily, like, triggered, I think, because of all my experiences and my, you know, abandonment issues and everything about my life. It's just created this need in me to be so hyper vigilant, and especially with the recent things about my stalking and everything, you know, for the few past years, yeah, it really keeps me on edge and makes me nervous all the time. So yeah, I get nervous, and I have to have so much stuff to calm me down and put me to sleep, because if I don't, then I won't sleep, and that's just how I am. So yeah, this was how it was. But then later on, she wrote me, and she said she had already retold them that I would be there tomorrow, the next day. And she said, can you be there by 10 a.m.? And I was like, I thought it through, and I was like, oh, 10. But you know what? I can do this. I've done it before. I pulled off things like this with less sleep than that. So I was like, you know, it's hard, but yeah, I was like, okay, I can be there. Just tell her I'll be there. And me and Isaac went over to that spot. We went over there, made sure that we were in the right spot, that we knew where we were going. And I took a picture and I said, "Is this the spot?" And she confirmed for me that yes, that was the spot. But because it was too late, I couldn't be there. So I said, "Okay, I'll come back tomorrow at 10." And we showed up at 9:30. And so I beat everybody there. I was there ahead of time. I wanted to make sure this time that I would be there and that I wouldn't, be any more disruption. I didn't really want that in the first place from the get-go. I didn't want any of that. I mean, I wanted everything to be smooth because I'd planned everything. And everything just went bad. Like, I didn't mean to have that weirdo just fuck over my cell phone either. Like, that's so messed up to me. And that's all my stuff now. That's gone. And so, yeah. All I have is the tablet now, so I can't even really do TikToks anymore for a while because I can't put it on the stand. I have to do it this way now. So until I get my new cell phone, I won't be able to do stuff like that, which sucks because I really like doing stuff like that. But I mean, I can hold it and do fun little things like that, which I might, but I can't do like those fun little ones that I used to do because that's too big. It's too big for that little holder. But I do some of my ones that I just hold it myself. So. Or Isaac can hold it for me. But I might not even get to do my scene bot this month. Oh my gosh. It just feels like so much lately, And honestly, I was going to go home and cut it up the loss and then be like, all that hurt for nothing,
I was worried about the drive.
But then I did it.
By the grace of God,
and I got up and I was like, I actually got up way earlier. I even got up earlier than Isaac, which is like amazing.
Lately for the last couple of years.
Like, I get up and then I get him up a lot of times because
I'm a lazy slug. I don't like getting up early anymore.
Yeah. Take 3. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, and then then I lost my phentermine. I wasn't sure where it went, but I think with all the commotion, it got somehow put in, I think, one of your bags or something? Yeah, the book bag somehow. So I hadn't been on it that whole time, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to talk to my doctor and get him to prescribe me more. But Isaac found it for me, so I have that back, so I can go back on that. So yeah.
How did it end up in my book bag?
I don't know, but maybe the cell phone's in there too. Who knows?
It's not in there.
The cell phone's gone. It
It's either
hates
still
me.
in that bag somewhere buried, or it's buried somewhere in the car.
Or it did get. Our other idea is that it possibly, when we were going through that weird place to find that hotel the first time, it fell out, and somehow either it landed some odd area where I didn't see it, or something. But I don't know how, because that thing does clump around sometimes when I do have it fall, especially in pavement or some odd shit. It could have also gone in that watery area. But anyways, either that or somebody just saw it on the sidewalk and swiped it. Because by the time because we went all the way back. This is what sucks. We went all the way back to New York from where we were at Lee's, which is over in Edison, New Jersey. We went all the way back, drove like 58 miles to get into the city of New York. Went to look for that spot to see if the cell phone was around there, because I was still hopeful we could salvage the cell phone at least, and then I can look in there and see if the guy had took this SIMS card, because that's what's important to the cell phone. If you have the SIMS card of somebody's cell phone, you control the whole thing. So we were going to try to get that, and basically we got back that night and it was gone already. So somebody has it. Some freaking sicko freak has my and I had some of my pictures on there. Oh my gosh, I'm so like not liking that. Like, somebody has my stuff. All my stuff. It's so frustrating. Like, that weirdo has my shit. It's already bad enough other people have had my things throughout the years, but this, no. It's like my own personal privacy, and someone's just got it now. But that guy might already have swiped the SIMS card, so he probably already had access to it all. All they all have now is just a basic phone that's fucked. So they'll eventually realize that and be like, what the? Because it don't work worth shit. Like, it didn't do anything. I'm saying that. That's why I'm saying I think that guy just swiped the shit and then acted like it got ran over. Maybe he even did run over it to make it look like that could have been why the Sims card came out. I'm thinking that's what he did, because that would make the most sense. And then he took the thing. He's some weirdo, and he, like, who knows what the freak goes on in some people's heads. But the reason I do believe that way is because I've had weirdos that have swiped my stuff and become obsessed with me after only one day. Multiple people.
Related family members.
Like, one person is this guy that just started, like, helping me out one day, and basically followed me to my mom's, where I used to live, and then followed me back home to where my sister Lisa Marie was, and then he wouldn't leave. And ever since that one time, like, he's been obsessed over me. Another odd person was that MMG, or no, not MMG, sorry, MGM. Wait, Eminem. I'm so sorry. I'm like, Eminem Design back in 2005 it was?
Yep.
Yeah. Eminem Design was this other modeling agency. It was one of those fly-by-nights type things. They were kind of like those scam types, and they would get you to pay a certain amount, and then you'd become a model or whatever. And they'd put it on this stuff, and then they'd say they need headshots and this and that. Well, I had this CD of headshots of my raw images that this one photographer took of me, which the only actual photography session where I didn't pay, and he basically let me have the session for free, and so I would give him the ability to put my pictures on his website. And I said okay, and I signed the little thing, you know, and he gave me my whole photo shoot and all the pictures. And basically that woman that was trying to get me into that agency, Eminem Design, just swiped my freaking CD and took it and never gave it back, and my poems. And so she became obsessed over me after just that one visit. Like, I don't even know the woman, and she's doing that to me. Like, what the freak? That's what I'm saying. That's how come I believe that just one visit is all it takes to seeing somebody, and they could just become, like, odd towards you. And once they get that way, then most people I've noticed, in my own experience anyways, they don't stop. And they will forever, like, follow you. That's how it's happened to me, so that's what I believe. But anyways, my headshots, though, bomb, people. Bomb. Oh my gosh, I look like an actual professional model / actress. And these are real good, like, types that I can actually use. Oop, sorry, I almost have to go. Okay. These are good headshots that I can use actually in my actual acting stuff. The other ones were more for, I think, more based for modeling, but these are going to especially be good for headshot posing. And there's already some that I really fell in love with already, and they're not even edited. Like, they're just the raw images, and I already like how she did them. Like, they are so good. Like, I can't believe it. I'm so excited to share that with you when I get them back. When I get, my manager's gonna pick 2 of them to edit, and then she said I can pick whatever I want to. I'm gonna wait till she picks something, and then depending on how much the photographer charges, I'm gonna choose a couple too, and then I'm gonna put them on my social media. But yeah, I will be updating all of my stuff with it, and you'll see what I mean. Like, it's so great. And oh, by the way, I'm also hoping to get this commercial bit. I already sent my resume and had old headshots. I told them about the fact that I have my updated ones eventually coming, but I didn't know when it would. Probably sometime in June, but it might actually be earlier. So that one I'm gonna be waiting on, but I should hopefully know by probably, I think the 12th is when they're actually gonna shoot, so probably before then. But they'll let you know. They'll let me know. And also another thing is, I'm getting my some kind of police report or police documents, hopefully, from in 1983. Yeah, It's from the time when I was first molested with who I believe is my twin. So, yeah, from the GRPD. I already put him in, so I'm hopeful that I can hear back soon and I get some documents, some advice, some evidence to myself for, you know, what happened. That's all I really want. I don't want to, like, be bad to anybody. Although I might have to get some compensation, because come on, if that happened to me for real, then I deserve something, you know? I was really screwed, and so yeah, I expect something. Especially if they knew about it. That's wrong. But yeah, I will keep you updated about that. I'll know by May 10th. So a lot of things like coming down the road, and yeah, I'm just excited for the future and looking forward to eventually, not right away, but eventually moving to LA. That is still the plan, and that's my ultimate goal. And now that I have really great headshots, I do think that could happen. Because I think, you know, if I put it out there somewhere and people know that I'm going to be moving somewhere, that they'll want to work with me. So, well, I hope that, I'm sorry this is so long, and I hope that I didn't drag it out too much, but I hope that you're having a great upcoming weekend eventually, and stay loved. Bye!